We're worldwide. We're Pitbull level.
Honestly, Mr. 305, but also
Yeah.
Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah. We are the Mr.
It's
and Mrs. Worldwide. Welcome to the Allegedly podcast with your hosts, Katie and Dakota.
Hi everyone.
Hey,
How are you,
girls.
Jack? Hey girlies and boys. Hey ladies and genties. I'm doing well. So, what's new with you?
Oh, so much is new. We're about to go on our inaugural voyage, baby girl.
Yeah, that's really exciting. I'm just
hmm
thrilled for you.
What about you?
And
You just
Uh, I've just been really busy with work, getting back into the gym, which is nice. So I'm starting to, feel a little bit better, get
I
my
want to take the
workout.
appropriate pause for the cause, and we just need to shed light on the light that is glowing Katie girl and her gym selfies. If you haven't seen them,
Shelfies.
gym selfies. If you haven't seen it, you need to pop on to old Katy Fit and check those out because they're next level. Also, the transformation on the main page is next level.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I was very excited to see that transformation. So I was like, you know what, we're just gonna post it, whatever, who cares, on my personal, which is typically not the aesthetic, but we just went for it. And honestly, as far as the KTLiz.fit Insta, it's just the towel drop of it all,
It really.
you know? And
It's
that's
the
all
new
we
mic
really need
drop.
to say. Yeah. So if you're interested in seeing my fit journey, go ahead and check that out.
I think as far as the transformation goes, it's you. I see you a lot, so it's hard to like tell. Like I know that you've been working so hard on it, and I could
Totally.
see the improvement. But like whenever you actually put it side by side, they're like
Oh,
it's
it's
great.
crazy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's really great.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. But then it's funny because like one day you take a selfie like first thing in the morning, your body's dehydrated, you haven't eaten, so
Mm-hmm.
you look bomb as hell. And then the next day it's like you've had multiple meals and then you go to the gym and you take your daily picture and it's like you're looking a little bloated.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I like to capitalize when my body is dehydrated.
Yeah. I love how dehydrated I look in the mornings.
Same.
It
The
really is
morning
dramatic
skinny.
though.
Yeah, the morning skinny is everything. Um, okay, so anyways, we have kind of a fun but different episode, I guess, today.
Mm-hmm.
Want to first of all celebrate that this Thursday is our 6 month anniversary of the podcast, which
Woohoo!
is just so high school to celebrate 6 months.
Yeah.
But honestly, what an accomplishment.
It really is an accomplishment. I don't think I've committed to anything for that long. So the
You
fact that,
haven't.
it's on the record, it's in the public domain,
Yeah.
shows that hashtag improvement.
Yeah, totally. That's growth for you, which is it just makes me really proud of you, proud to know that, you've actually been able to commit to something for this long. And with me, which is just a delight.
Yeah, I love sharing the journey.
No, but I think that first, before we kind of go into like our thoughts and then just some, I think, exciting accolades and maybe like highs and lows, do want to take the time to thank everyone who has been here, or maybe those who popped in late but went back and listened to all the episodes, because honestly, you guys don't need to be here by any means. You have no commitment.
Mm-hmm.
So really just appreciate you all listening to us sound off. Those who have shared us on their Instagram stories means so much to us, or, rated us on iTunes. Really, really just appreciate it all. So want to give a shout out to everyone for all of that support, and please keep it coming.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's like whenever you do some sort of personal project and people go out of their way to share it with like no individual gain, I think that's what a true supportive friend or fan is. It's just like
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, totally. Well, and I think it's always fun for me, and we've talked about it a little bit, but when like random people text me or I'm in conversation with them and they bring up something that we talked about on the podcast, or, following up after the podcast and texting me or tweeting, like whatever it looks like, just to comment on something we talked about, I think is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's just very special. So first wanted to thank everyone who has done that. It means a lot. And I think, Dakota and I put a lot into this, especially Dakota, because he does edit the podcast, and a lot of the times he has been the person coming up with a lot of the content. So I'm just a voice.
It's a two-way street, baby. It's a two-way street.
Well, I know that, but I do like to give credit where credit is due, because you do a fantastic job.
Appreciate it. You as well.
Oh, thank you so much.
Keep serving that entertainment. Keep serving that voice. But I think looking back, like it's been cool. I think, just some of the little highlights, if I can just indulge myself in them. I think the coolest thing that just starting a podcast is the fact that we've had guests on, and they're guests that we've seen in other like channels of entertainment, which is really cool,
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. No, I think we've had 4 guests at this point. I think it's been really cool. Like Sander was just everything. Erica Flawless, Katie Maple, and of course Tay. I think all of them taking their time to sit down and chat with us about, either their projects, their personal life, whatever it looked like, is super awesome.
An exciting achievement, no doubt.
Absolutely. And I think too, something that's exciting and crazy in my opinion is over the 6 months we've been played in 26 countries, which is just mind-blowing to me. I have physically been to 3 countries in my whole life, including the United States.
We're worldwide. We're Pitbull level.
Honestly, Mr. 305, but also Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah. We are the Mr. and Mrs. Worldwide.
Yeah, it's just next level. So, and then also, like, I don't want to, talk about lowlights too much, but I think that it's not necessarily a low light, but being able to kind of unpack some like personal stuff about our lives, or stuff where we've been able to potentially help other people, has been really, really rewarding as well.
I think just being honest and raw about some of the things that either like we're struggling with, or other people are struggling with, that are important for us to give light to or unpack, like you said, is cool. And I think for me, I had never done that really. I still don't really do that on quote unquote social media. Like I've still trained myself to think like I'm only supposed to share on social media if I'm outside. But I think that the podcast has given me a different confidence in my voice, and I think sharing opinions is it's been really helpful, and I'm appreciative of that growth as well, because that's something that I never really saw myself doing a year ago or 2 years ago.
No, I'm super proud of you too. I think you've grown an insane amount, and you're just like so much more in tune with yourself. It's incredible.
So we wanted to kind of give a little recap and celebrate the anniversary, but then also this episode is going to be an avenue of us explaining kind of what's on the horizon and how we want to structure the podcast. I think given just like both of our personal lives and what works best for us, what we want to try to do is try to release these podcasts in some sort of organized season episode format. So like what you've been listening to up until this point is season 1, and season 1 is going to continue, and we'll have our season finale sometime at the end of October, and then we'll take a little bit of a break so both of us can focus on what we have going on. I know Katie has a lot of work on the horizon, but for me, like I want to properly adjust to van life. And then I think I do want to just sit in that experience uninterrupted and fully focusing on enjoying that transition.
I mean, we want to be very upfront and honest with all of
Mm-hmm.
you. One, I think that, November and December are just crazy times in general for everyone, with
Mm-hmm.
the holidays and just, we do have a lot going on, right? Like Dakota's about to venture out. We want to make sure that like we're succeeding in both areas, I guess you could say. So
Mm-hmm.
we don't want to be putting out content that we're not proud of.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, we've touched on this in the past, but we did want to make sure, especially if we do go on, say, like a 2-month technical like break or like winter break, we want to be clear, one, we're coming back. We love doing this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But we also want to make sure that when we come back, we're strong and we're not just like throwing things out to throw them out.
Yeah, for sure. I think it gives us an opportunity to be present in whatever it is that we're doing. So like we've been very present with the podcast up until now. And I think just for me personally, it's going to be hard to be as present if the unknown is going to potentially interrupt the ability to be as consistent as a weekly update, or like I don't know what type of internet connection I'm going to have. There's a lot of different variables
Things
that
that, yeah.
for me that I don't necessarily want to have like that inconsistent experience for myself or for anyone that's listening, to where I think that if we put this out in the formats of different seasons or different periods, it gives people the opportunity to tune in for that time period, for that consistency. And, whenever we're on break, people are able to enjoy like other forms of entertainment that are relevant, that are more present, that are,
Yeah.
yeah, more reactive, I guess.
With that, I think thank you all so much for listening. As I said, 6 months is super exciting. And we're excited to continue in the future. This next month is going to be, a month full of a lot of great fun content. And then once we're back for season 2, come back stronger and even better bitches than we are right now.
Love that.
You feel me? You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you all for listening. We hope you have a great week, and we will talk next week.
See
Bye.
ya.